Hey, Daniel here. So I'm 22. I live in Portugal, Lisbon, and last week I made about 6k euros, which is about 7,000 or 50 something dollars. And I don't I don't really feel anything. And I know this is kind of weird because especially when you're starting out a business or you are trying to scale, like you are looking at these numbers like four figures, multiple four figures, and you are just putting those numbers at the pedestal. And the problem with that is that, you know, I've been there as well, and the reason that I don't really feel anything is that when you are when you are in it every single day and you are trying to make it work, you work several hours doing the best type of work for your business. Like we have such a tendency of putting everything like as the most important thing when it comes to money. Because for some context as well, this channel that you are watching right now, let me hopefully you guys can see it. Yeah, this channel is 424 subscribers, right? And I have a couple of videos, getting some views, some of them popping off, some of the others not really, which I don't really mind. If I'm making the right content for the right people, that's my goal. Views don't really mean a lot, but I made the second channel because I'm Portuguese. If you couldn't tell by my accent, I created a second channel a couple months ago. I started posting vlogs. If we go to the channel, let me actually show it to you. This is a Portuguese channel, and as you can see, 6 months ago, just vlogs, right? POVs. But I decided to make this video 13 days ago, and it's all about my experience with the current business model that I'm operating, which is consulting, coaching, and basically like a done for you marketing agency. It's a solo consulting business. If you are interested, two videos before this one, there's more context. And I made this video, which is called "The Reality of Making Online Money in Portugal," and this fucking popped off. My this channel went from 19 subscribers, all right, 19 to 1 point. Let me actually show it to you. Look, 1,470 in about 2 weeks. And I got a lot of booked calls and I got a couple of clients. Sorry if you can hear the motorcycle. And I posted, a couple of more videos which, are popping off, which I'm really fucking grateful. But I don't really feel anything when it comes to the money. Why? Because that's the thing. When you are in business for such a long time, you start setting like standards for yourself because you keep comparing yourself to the people that are on the top. And I look at these people making 100 grand a month, 200, even like 50 grand a month, and I'm like, why am I not there yet? And to be honest, the only lesson that I can teach you if you are in the same position of wow, I want to make 7k in a week is it's all part of the process. Every single day that you sit in front of the computer and you work, it's all part of the process because when you least expect it, actually I'm gonna share my screen and show something to you. Let me see. When you least expect it, you keep working every single day, you see no results, you stress out, people keep comparing, you might have a client or two, but then when you least expect it, this happens exponential and everything starts making sense, right? This is an arrow if you guys cannot see it. And this is basically what happened with the Portuguese channel. And so I've just realized that it's not about this. This doesn't really matter, right? You might have money, you might have eyeballs, which are the views, but what really matters, what allowed me to reach this point, right? The threshold is all of this work for months and months. And for me, I had a couple of clients and good success out there with lots of different clients. I helped a client, for example, go from 0 to 15k a month, in just 3 weeks of implementing and everything. And I've worked and made, for example, 3.5k in a webinar, no sales calls in a mid-ticket product. If you want to see my results, you can go to my Instagram. Instagram is English, okay, by the way. And that's the thing. You start setting these foundation, not foundations, but these standards for yourself. When I reached my first 1k, I was like euphoric. But now that I made in a single week 7k dollars, it's like it's not a big deal because I've improved in setting my standards, right? Because I'm conscious of everything that I can reach now. And so it's like I'm happy and I'm fucking grateful, but I'm not satisfied. What comes from what the comes the real the real satisfaction, sorry for my English, the real satisfaction comes from helping my own clients, because if I can help my own clients, therefore it works like a mirror, means that I can reach my goals better, right? So I wanted to express everything when it comes to this. Focus on this. Focus on every single thing, every single day. All right. Focus on creating content, doing outreach, improving your program, giving the best results to your clients. That's the only thing that really matters. And the money that you make, it correlates to the amount of value and the amount of work that you put in every single day for months on end, sometimes. Um, and yeah, like this is well where the real work, you know, comes from per se. So yeah, I really just wanted to talk about that. If you're interested in working with me, there's a link in the bio, and bye.